Actual Asexuality by an Actual Asexual. My name is Mag Piper, and I will be your host today, as usual. I should get a guest speaker in here at some point. This last week was crazy. I was hella depressed, and things just kept happening. Like, the power went out at work for 3 hours, and I tripped over a snake, and there was an entire scorpion in my shoe that I didn't notice until I took my shoe off. And there was Wednesday morning, on which my tire blew while I was going 65 on highway. Luckily, I was only a mile and a half from the nearest tire repair shop, but getting there was an adventure. So, I made a tweet about my morning being awful, asking for pet pics to make my day better, and boy howdy, you guys rallied and sent me so many pet photos. It was amazing. Thank you all so much. I don't have the words to express my gratitude for the love and support you all showed me. You guys are the best, and I am so blessed to be part of such an awesome community. I thought it would be fun today for me to do a couple of orientation quizzes I found on the internet to commemorate the last few days of Pride Month. So, I started out with the first result when I searched orientation quiz on Google. It pulled up IDR Labs orientation quiz, which I think I've taken before, but I wouldn't swear to that. The questions were all things like, in the past 2 weeks, have you fantasized about having sexual intercourse with a man or woman? Well, the answer was never, obviously. It kind of feels like that quiz was cheating. I want a quiz that asks me what my favorite type of lasagna is and figures out my sexuality from that. I'll see if I can find one like that. The next quiz I tried was one on Von Von. It was generally the same questions until I came up to question 8. Do you fantasize about being with male and female partners equally? The obvious answer for me would be, I don't fantasize about either, ever, at all. The answer choices I had were, yes, and sometimes I fantasize about them at the same time. Yes, I sometimes fantasize about men and other times about women. No, I don't fantasize about same-gender partners at all. And no, I don't fantasize about opposite-gender partners at all. How do I answer in that situation? Either no answer implies that I do fantasize about either same or opposite gender partners. Ugh. I chose that I don't fantasize about same-gender partners. The next question was, are you a bottom? Like, what? The answer choices were totally, or I'm a switch, or no, I'm a top, and what's a bottom? I know very well what a bottom is. I'm a young adult on the internet. But I can't answer any of the others because I'm not. I'm not sexually submissive. I don't take charge in the bedroom. I'm not both. Why are the options top, switch, bottom, or clueless? I went with clueless because there's no way to quantify whether I'm like any of the others. In the end, the quiz decided I was asexual. I mean, it would be hard not to, if I'm honest. I took a quiz on UQuiz next. It was pretty decent for a UQuiz quiz. It also told me I was ace. Really, no surprise here. And then I took a mini detour to find out my government-assigned Mystic Messenger kin. I got Jimin, and I do not agree. And then there was a quiz to find out which gay-coded Avatar The Last Airbender character I am, and, well, I am weak to stupid stuff. I got Aang, which is cool, and I will accept this result. And then I kept taking more and more quizzes on UQuiz, and before I realized it, an hour had passed, and I felt like I'd failed something, somehow. It occurs to me that outside of work, I don't really have a life. So then I got back on track. I continued with the Epstein Sexual Orientation Inventory, a test designed by psychologist Robert Epstein. It didn't ask me about lasagna either. In fact, I got to answer no to literally all the questions. When the quiz is so boring that all my answers are in the same column, it's kind of an annoying quiz. I guess it's accurate, though. I mean, boom, I'm asexual. I just don't think it can claim to be the ultimate orientation quiz. Then I took one that claimed to be weird and have different questions. But I literally answered the exact same questions again. Unsurprisingly, I came up with the same results. Also, a quick note for anyone who might take these quizzes out of boredom. They don't seem to follow the split attraction model, and they place romantic feelings and sexual feelings under the same orientation umbrella. Another note, don't Google "what sexuality am I" based on lasagna, because then you'll find an Urban Dictionary entry for sexual lasagna, and it's just weird. Maybe I should make my own quiz. All the results would be like, "Hey, you like lasagna. That's cool. Have you considered asexuality?" Or something like that. I don't know. I've never made an internet quiz before. In short, I am a flaming asexual, based on the 4 or 5 quizzes I took. But we knew that already, so I guess taking the quizzes was a waste of time. It feels like all I have is time right now, though. I spent 30 minutes on a bug-off on Animal Crossing earlier. I'm writing this, curled up on my couch with my roommate's dog. I will probably play another video game after I finish writing. Or maybe I'll go over to my sister's and indulge in my newest hobby, archery. It's really fun, and it's exercise, which is very important for me right now, because I'm doing literally nothing else. Gosh, I'm getting kind of melancholy over here. So, time for some good news. Following the devastating wildfires in Australia, it's finally safe for koalas to be released back into the wild. 4 adult koalas and 1 brand new joey have been released in the Canangra Boyd National Park in the state of New South Wales. There's a total of 13 going to be released from where they've been sheltering at Sydney's Taronga Zoo, which is really awesome because koalas are awesome and endangered. A lot of them were lost in the wildfires, but the ones that were saved are now going back to the wild, where they belong and ought to thrive. Here's looking forward to the future of the Australian koalas. With that, I will conclude today's episode. I hope your Pride Month was excellent, and I hope you stay proud of your identity even after June is over. Every listen, comment, and like really helps. If you can, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link is in my Twitter bio. You can find that Twitter bio at needspacepod, or you can email me at weneedspace.podcast@gmail.com. You can also find my Patreon and the great perks that go with it at patreon.com/needspacepod. The music I use is Mirror Mirror by Diamond Ortiz. This has been Mag Piper, and as always, thank you for listening. Go in peace, and remember that I love you.